What is the most respected glove in slap battles? Let me first explain what I mean by respected. Respect can be defined in several ways, but how I'll be defining it in this video will include these three factors: skill, effort, and community recognition. But let me elaborate what I mean by these factors. For skill, this will include how much game knowledge and technique it takes to use the glove effectively. For effort, this will mean how hard it is to unlock or obtain the glove. And community recognition means how the slap battles community views the glove overall. So now that we know how we'll be ranking these gloves, that means that we're ready to begin. So in this video, I'll be ranking the 7 most respected gloves in slap battles. So if you're ready, let's dive in. Starting at number 7 on our list, we have the retro glove. It is known for having 3 abilities in one, which include the bomb, rocket launcher, and the banhammer. The retro glove can also be used to obtain the sword fighter glove, which adds extra use to this glove. And there's many possible playstyles to have with this glove. For example, using the banhammer to smash players off the map, then use the bomb to escape. Or even shoot players in the distance using the rocket launcher. There's many ways a player can adapt to using this glove. Now for the obtainment of this glove, it sounds simple enough on paper, but for some, the obtainment can really be a pain. The first couple stages are easy, up until you get to the last few. Especially after the red tower, since there's a big jump players have to make before reaching the end. And this is still probably one of my top 10 favorite gloves to use, even after 2 years. And the community of slap battles loved this glove as soon as it came out, mostly because of its power and versatility. So with all that being said, let's move on to the next glove on our list. At number 6, we have the admin glove. If you're familiar with the retro hobby, getting to the admin application grounds shouldn't be too hard for you. And if you're struggling with the physical test of the admin hobby, you can practice in this game called Slap Battles Hobby Practice. I'll leave a link in the description. And now you might be asking, why did this glove make it to number 6 then? Well, it all comes down to the last stage of the obtainment. Many of you might already be familiar with the white room that you have to stay in for 1 hour. And there's many things that could go wrong here, especially with the wrong tools. For example, a common issue with Roblox players is their Wi-Fi or internet speed. So many players would either encounter a crashing issue or lose connection. And these can be very annoying, since you would have to restart the process all over again. So really, it all depends on what tools you have access to. If you've got a decent device and good Wi-Fi, you'll probably be okay then. Now breaking down what this glove can actually do, in a way, it resembles retro. The glove has 3 main abilities, which include anvil, fling, and the ability to go invisible. But what makes this glove different from other gloves is that you have the ability to jail players upon slapping them. And the more players you jail, the more progress you add to your ultimate bar. And this is quite a respectable glove among the community because of the practice and patience it takes to obtain the glove. Now for number 5, we have the Guardian Angel. This is of course not a badge glove, so the obtainment of this glove only requires slaps. Oh! But the reason it made it to the top 5 is because of the love from the community. This glove is exactly as its name suggests. It's your Guardian Angel if somebody uses the ability on you. You'll be able to equip any street glove or grind for any glove you desire without the worry of somebody killing you. The only problem with this though is that you become too dependent on that Guardian Angel user. Cause like if they leave, you just might be cooked, but by then, let's just hope you get a good streak or a new Guardian Angel appears. So this glove is mostly respected in terms of gratitude from the community rather than the actual pain of obtaining a glove. Next up at number 4, we have the iconic Mega Rock. You probably already know why it's on this list. The time it takes to obtain this glove is not for the weak. I mean sure, you could use an auto clicker to not become AFK, but at the same time, you still have to wait that 10 hours and 15 minutes. And this has been a very respectable glove ever since it came out, as everybody would be grinding for it. And even though this glove is not being used as much today because of so many gloves that have been added, and even the custom glove that basically does the same thing as Mega Rock, this has gotta be one of the most respected gloves in slap battles, which is why it earns its place at number 4. Now at number 3, we have the Avatar Glove. It is well known for having the guide boss fight, and you need the Nide win badge in order to obtain this glove. If you need a tutorial on how to get it, I have a tutorial that I made previously, and I'll add the link to the video up here. But unfortunately, the Avatar Glove has been nerfed through previous updates, making the health of your NPC way lower, and you run out of HP way quicker. However, this is still one of the most respectable gloves in slap battles due to the obtainment method. But just like obbies or any other boss fights, the guide fight can be practiced and eventually mastered. It may take some time, but eventually, you would get used to the layout of the boss fight. So this glove relies heavily on personal skills, especially for obbies and dodging. Now at the number 2 spot, we have none other than Bob. It is considered the most luck-based glove in the game, with a very low chance of 1 in 7,500. Some may have the best luck ever, and spawn Bob within the first couple tries, while some may be unlucky, and spend weeks or even months trying to spawn Bob. The glove itself can be quite annoying to players, especially since Bob users can just spam him on any player they desire and target them. And what's even worse is that Bob doesn't despawn when the spawner dies. But aside from that, Bob is also a very useful glove to have, as it can help you obtain more gloves such as Rob, Null, or Tinkerer, as you need Bob to get into those dimensions. And the community views Bob very positively, and has many fans that create lore about him. But with that being said, I think it's time to move on to number 1. Finally, taking the number 1 spot, we have Detonator. This is definitely a hands down, as it's known for its insane skill and luck. If you didn't already know, Detonator is obtained through Slap Royale, where you need to get at least 15 kills and win the game. And because of exploiters and false vote kickers, a lot of players find help on the Slap Battles Discord server to gather up 16 players for the badge. And there are also various tips and techniques players use to help them get more kills, such as flicking or slapping them into acid pits. So if you have this glove, you're truly a warrior. And that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me down in the comments below, which glove do you respect the most? And I would like to quickly thank you all for 5,000 subscribers. That's a huge milestone for me, and I thank you guys for being part of my journey. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!